No problem. 8% of the way there already. We'll get there. No, we won't. It's okay. Anybody having fun? I'm having some fun. Oh, wow. So, speaking of being at peak 90s. Boy, this is PlayStation 1 era stuff. Donations are still down? Well, goddammit. This is Mega Man X4. I wish I knew what to say about the donations, except I wish Extra Life would, to put a fine point on it, get their shit together. I don't know what's going on, but their game day seems to have been a shit show. Which is unfortunate for those of us who did a whole bunch of prep work and are now almost 13 hours into a marathon stream. I'm not even close to the only one. Look at this, though. Beautiful. Those crummy, choppy frame rates you're seeing on these are, they're the game, not you. Tells me there's an error with Amazon Pay. Well, that's different. I wonder if the error is Amazon Pay having a hard time reaching Extra Life. The Colonel. I mean, the General, then. Other guy's the Colonel. The Japanese version of that, too, was nice. Like, X4 and Mega Man 8 both had these animated intros. And the Japanese versions had Japanese lyrics. So they just kind of redid the scores for the English releases to not have any lyrics. And all 4 of them are good. Pardon. What else was I about to say? I don't remember. 4 seconds ago, I forget. All I know is, damn, it's frustrating for everybody who was trying to get donations in. Frustrating for, I'm sure, all streamers like myself. Sorry, X, I'm still not playing as you in Mega Man X4. This is the first game where Zero was fully playable for the entire length of the game, has his own story, his own attacks. This is a game about Zero, let's not kid ourselves, I'm being Zero. And let's just drink in all the animations of this game. Maybe not the cutscenes so much. I mean, we love the cutscenes, but they're not good.
Who are you? My masterpiece. But who are you? After him.
It's Professor Oak!
Nemesis. Our rivalry is what gives me motivation in life. Now go. Destroy him. That's an order. But wait!
Bark! Ice cream! Headache! Might have noticed things are getting a little dark this late in the series.
The same dream again.
X4 in particular really experimented with some edgy content that was not seen anywhere else in the series. And I sort of love that about it. It's kind of that 90s intensity that I was talking about when I pointed out how Zero was looking so angry in the X3 box art. You know, this is like a mulleted Superman era of fiction, you know, everybody wanted something with edge to it. So, X4... You know, I was kind of saying how X3 really lost a lot of momentum compared to the previous 2 games, so this is kind of another reinvention, you know, coming to a new console, bright and flashy, amazing new animations, new level of edge. X4 is great. Mavericks emerged at the .5567, that means nothing. They've occupied Sky Lagoon. This looks like the Repliforce is doing. The Repliforce? Alright, I'm on my way. Yes! Zero steam. But everybody loves Zero. This guy may, in fact, be like a deliberate callback to the Mecha Dragon from Mega Man 2. Maybe not. I love this animation, the air swing. The sound design, too. I could never forget the sound of the saber. This is such a great game. Uh-oh. Dragoon! You're in the 14th unit. Why? This doesn't look good, Zero. That Maverick took out the power. What? The Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. Yes, and destroy the entire city. We have to do something. It's too late. I must escape now. You'd best do the same, Zero. Damn! The Sky Lagoon falls. It'll be disastrous. I really like this mugshot, by the way. There's no time. I'm going down. The carnage. It's horrible. Mavericks will pay for this. I haven't played this game in far too long, man. This is my jam. It's all downhill from here, I gotta say. I've already rambled a lot about how pretty much from X5 onwards it was mostly downhill. Although, I think I've also expressed already, controversial opinion, I think X5 was a little worse than X6. Woo! You can't really take in the details since you pick a protagonist in this game and you're locked in. But from X5 onwards, you can just be X or Zero whenever. And like the landing sound between the two is different. X kind of lands with that familiar sort of light deed, and then Zero just kind of smacks into the ground. Splat! Iris, what are you doing here? Are you okay?
Zero, did you come to save me?
Yes, hang on. I'm doing that again. A huge Maverick appeared and... Stay here, Iris. I know that was the wrong place. That's fine. Is this really one of the Rebel forces? I don't have a moment to spare. I have to defeat him or else. I better defeat him and fast. About 3 or 4 times. Guess can't gosh darn doing it. Yeah, that's a shame. Now I'll keep doing what I do. Love the music in this game. There's scarcely a Mega Man game with bad music, but... I win. Zero, long time no see. Colonel, what are you doing here? I've come to save my sister Iris. I only hope she's okay. She's fine, I just rescued her. Oh, thanks, Zero, I owe you one. Colonel, I have a question for you. Did your unit attack this place? What are you talking about? Rebel Force came here for help. We weren't involved in the attack. They suspect you've become a Maverick. What? Disarm and come with me to the HQ. I'm afraid I can't. Soldiers never drop their weapons. I won't do it, not even for you, Zero. And they'll think you're a Maverick. So be it. The Rebel Force prefers war over dishonor and shame. Goodbye, Zero. Wait, Colonel, listen to me. Dumb fucker. Damn. Damn. This isn't good, Colonel. They may decide the entire Rebel Force as a group of Mavericks. Now, a lot of people like to paint the Maverick Hunters as the bad guys in this game. But I'm not convinced.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce,
It's probably gonna... yeah, damn it.
been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation.
You know, if we do end up seeing my face, you'll think somebody switched the colonels and my voices around.
Onward towards a new golden era for the
The general, I'm sorry, he's a general. Great cheer, everybody says, yay!
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride,
Valiantly.
without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
Yay! Colonel, we like the colonel. Yay.
The general has finally taken action. And now...
Not a bad Sigma voice, though.
What will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Like, he may be the best voice-casted character in this game. Give him that. So, Iris just gets to loiter around Maverick Hunter HQ, I guess. Iris, what are you doing here? My brother Colonel started the coup. I know. Please don't fight against him. This must be some kind of mistake. They've occupied several cities already. As a hunter, I must stop them. Zero. I must go now! So, we the Repliforce aren't Mavericks, but nevertheless, we're starting a huge coup and taking over the world. I hope that's okay. Infiltrate enemy-occupied jungle and destroy weapon. Cyberspace, of course, cyberspace. Once again, peak 90s. A bug has corrupted the network. Dive in. Exterminate the bug. Air Force, Repliforce ship. The music in this game, I like, as we're going through this list, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a... Land Chaser? Biolab. Slash Beast. Snow Face. This seems to be a trend in the X series, as I mentioned it about starting with the Ice Guy. We've done that in 1, 3, and 4 so far. Rust Walrus animates really nicely. And I love that intro fanfare. Hey, remember Blizzard Buffalo? Me neither. I think there's just like a bunch of energy up here, yeah. Mortis. So Zero, as compared to X, has a limited range, obviously, but against your average bad deck things, is much more powerful, and can attack in, like, unusual patterns. This here is deer ending him. It's like what Flame Stag would like to see, am I right? Maybe not. Maybe that's dumb. Can I get up there yet? Nope, can't. I need thing. Oh, balls. That's just a full health refill. This is playing really well in the Legacy Collection here. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised Like, I expected a lot more jank than this, but it seems to be running pretty much perfectly. Remember Chill Penguin? Me neither. Kind of weird, actually. Like, I just mentioned Frost Walrus and Chill Penguin by name a second ago, and they both cameo in this stage. So, they hadn't fine-tuned a lot of how this sword stuff works in this game yet. Which leads to weird situations like the very beginning of Zero's sword attack hits the boss, and then the rest of it just hits iframes and dings noisily. So sometimes you have to space yourself so you just hit with the third swing, which is a little more damaging. It's goofy. This is also, I believe, the only level in any of the PSX-era Mega Man X games which has different music for its two acts. Still, I just love the sounds in this game. Now, there's a thing in the ice up here, I think. And if you X, you're gonna have a hard time getting that, but Zero, don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's the weapon sub-tank. So in this game, we only get 2 energy sub-tanks in a weapon one. And Zero has virtually no use for the weapon one. For that matter, X doesn't really either. I think that's all there is in here. Barf. Right, this is just the X route. See, like right there, I could hit that thing above my head without even really thinking about it. That's what Zero does. Don't do it. I don't usually rush through games, but it's satisfying to move fast in this game. Watch out, they do that. There's even a level in here where you are incentivized to go fast. Then I have no doubt that muscle memory will carry me through that just fine. Can you tell I played this game once or twice? Look at these animations. See, this is what the PlayStation 1 was meant for. Like, it was designed to handle these 2D graphics really nicely. Okay, I like all the sounds in this game except maybe the vocalizations. Except the Colonel's vocalizations when we get to him. He sounds badass in battle, it's great. What was that blonde kid up to? I don't have time for you, Junior. Hey, shut up and fight. Oh, that does it. You're going down. Yeah, like here, you can see right there what I'm talking about. I won't claim this is a perfect game by any stretch. I just have, like, a big personal attachment to it. This is another boss who actually gets a little bit harder when you hit him with his weakness weapon. Pardon. I'm hearing that sound a little more clearly than I had previously. It's a little weird. Walrus die. Great fanfare. Thumbs up. Bye. Yuretsu-san! We didn't bother translating any of these. Right, falling icicle move. So Zero gets techniques instead of weapons for the most part. Couple of outliers. Alright, so we have Frost Weapon, and that is good against Jet Stingray. Let's see how many tries this takes me. Destroyed the city and escaped to the sea, damn. That is efficient. But here again, something a Maverick would never do. Repliforce are clearly the good guys over here. Who likes to go fast? Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I saw that coming. Man, there is a big delay between what I'm doing and chat's reactions. Maybe everybody sucks today. God damn it, Zero. Alright, so don't boost over that part, no matter how much it looks like you should. Yeah, I just did it again. Wait, god damn it. I was gonna say, well, like you can maneuver yourself a little bit in mid-dash. That didn't help me. There's still an annoying delay between when you land and when you can jump. That's what's killing me right there. There we go. That's better. Wait. Ding. No, safe. Alright. That level takes some practice. Second half isn't as bad. You get this cool water trail effect. You're right, these are all green biker dudes. That Stingray trying to harass me early. Settle down, man. I'll get to you. And there's another jump that you have to make to get the... I think it's actually one of the sub-tanks. I'll know it when it comes up. No, I won't. Well, god damn it. I guess I'm coming back to this level. I thought I remembered the distinct point where you had to jump off, but I was misremembering. Go fig. Alright, he's still after me. Enough already, we settle this now. Jet Stingray sucks. Zero, you drunk ass. There we go. I gotta get out of his way. Doing this with no heart tanks. Well, maybe the one. Uh-huh. Trying to see if I can sneak something through there. Doesn't work. Shit! Ugh. Whoa. Oh no. God damn it. Cheap asshole. Yeah. Move it along, would you? And why does he still hit me when he's frozen? Fuck off. How did I ever get good at these games? Quote good, unquote. Yeah, that's a better pattern. Keep doing that. By the way, I love that stop animation after you dash. God damn it. You know, water levels aren't really a thing in these later X games. Like, wow. See, how'd I do that shit? Then get hit by that. Jet Stingray can gobble a knob. He really sucks. I should not have gotten away with that at all. Bye. Well, we're redoing this stage so we can get that stupid damn E-Tank. Sub-tank, whatever it is. Boss order is less important for Zero because he just plain doesn't have a weakness for all the Mavericks. Like, a couple of the things he get aren't even really offensive techniques. They're like movement things. So sometimes he just plain has to sort. Right, what I was thinking was... There it is. That's more better. Then I die. Because of course I do. But whatever, I got the tank. Can either beat Jet Stingray or not. I don't really care. If I have to come back to him later, that's fine. This level's cool, even if it is a bastard. I mean... Like, the sheer thrill of it is on point. What the hell was that, Zero? Now look. Dumbass. Freaking video game guys. Have to listen to a word you say. At least in this one you can fill the sub-tank, even if your health is not full. Come on, then. Why am I struggling with them so much? Cheater. Jump, you tit! Here I was all looking forward to this game. There we go. One wonders why Zero puts his saber away as soon as he's done swinging it. Like, he could just keep it out. Asshole with that attack. I hate that shit. What? Sure, do it again, why not? Okay, wow, got lucky on that one. I suppose the icicle has a fairly generous hitbox. Really? He just does this constantly now? Wow! Alright, going for the kill. Yep, there we go. That only took an hour, no big. Ding! You are right, fuck that guy. Kyankyaku! That is, right. Oh, it's just the air dash. Yep. Like, not an air dash attack, just air dash. Zero can do that now. That being the case, I might as well just go fight Web Spider. Why not? Because his level's cool. Still love that intro. Look at these water effects. So shiny. Ow! Atlantean guys. Whatever they are. Pretty... like those springy, rubbery leg things. They're a little old school. There's a Dr. Light capsule here if you're X, but since I'm Zero, there's nothing. So I'm gonna stand here and do a little dance. There we go. Ah, crap. Barf. As ever, there's one weapon that can destroy those drowned guys. Hang on, we had to have some 3D in here. Have some logs. There we go. Beautiful. The logs are capped with metal on the ends, because why not? See, these kinds of things Zero can do that X cannot. More or less. Yes, welcome to a future where even the logs are robots. Stop this. Thought you could beat old Zero in hand-to-hand, huh? Wrong, bitch. Even the ground is a robot, you're right. This right here, this skid, I love that. That level of detail in this game. That's what I geek out over. I don't give X5 or X6 credit for any of that kind of thing because they just reused whatever they could for those games. Which is not that uncommon for Mega Man games, mind you, but even for Mega Man standards, it's pretty damn gratuitous. Robot bees. Details usually Kansas geeking. Oh yeah, make you no mistake, I geek out over the same details as he does, really. I don't usually have as many opportunities to ramble about it. But no, I'm right there with him on all that. Always the little things. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. I remember where the heart tank is in this stage. I don't think there's anything else in here. You're like, how did I get so used to hitting things underneath me with the saber? I'm like impressing myself when I do these things. I guess that's just how damn much I played this game. Like, I suppose even if you don't think that's impressive in its own right, it's a little crazy that my muscle memory retained it that well. It's like I never stopped playing this. Barf. Look at all those frames. Look at me go. I'm Zero. I'm a running. Come on, extra life. Web spider. He hangs from his butt. Ah, Zero, I've been expecting you. Spider, you work for the Rebel Force? Yes, I lead a renegade unit now. There is still time. Call out the coup. No, I know where my loyalties lie. We're just gonna keep terrorizing things and taking over areas and blowing up cities and shit, but we're not Mavericks. This isn't about insurrection. No, you are insurrecting quite hard. You are definitely insurgents. That's kind of what a coup is. You know? You don't start a war over being asked to answer some questions. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Colonel can fuck himself. That's my take on this story. Laser whibs. Barf. Don't do it. Those guys should not be that hard to kill. Barf. No big. Getting a little roughed up during these, but we're getting it done. Hey, hey, hey. Look at how many followers I have. Raijingeki. Good move. Oh, that means I get to go fight Split Mushroom. This is great. Best, like, weakness response in the whole series. It's the sex number from the interwebs. Well, no, that predates the internet, but still. Ha ha ha. Born funnies. Great music here. Mushroom. Ran out of animals, we had to move on to fungi. This music. Also, wow, look at this PlayStation technology going on here. X-Series bubble bats are still here. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, sponges are animals, actually. They're like the very simplest form of animal, but they are technically animal life. So how do I retain all this so well? How many times did I do this? Barf. I'm like Jason Bourne. Like, how do I know how to do this? This part kind of sucks. Barf. Go, 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 go. Damn. Woo. This is the move I just got. It's neat. And it's good against this guy, as I recall. Uh-huh. I'm hearing a lot of the sound effects in this in much better clarity than I ever heard previously. You know, part of like a legacy collection and now hearing it through headphones, you know, sounds different to me. Clip through me, will you? Oh dear. Getting a little heated. I always like that little particle effect before that turns on, too. No sweat. You know, this definitely is a completely different feel from other Mega Man games. Which is fine, you know. Like all things, it's a product of its times, for sure. But, you know, there's something about the overall sound design, the totality of all the sounds that this game makes. And the kind of grittier tone and the visuals, you know. This game was just well done. And it was the last X game to hit those notes. X8 did alright, but still doesn't really come to this level. Here we go. This is hilarious. You made it this far. I'm impressed. You interested in a real challenge? Who's your commanding officer? Never mind that. It's time to fight. I have to wait for him to fall down. Which one? You. I like how it affects both of them. I never get tired of it. Zero got a much better thing from Web Spider than X does. Well, X's thing is used as like an extra jump in some cases. But as a weapon, it kind of... all of X's weapons in this game sort of stink, to be honest. They're all kind of designed to be really situational and used alongside the Buster. So, it's kind of not good. And that's sort of consistent throughout these PlayStation 1 X games. X4 through X6, X doesn't really get good weapons. Not the same way as the earlier in the series. The laser... Kuinbu! That means I got a double jump. The Soul Body is okay. So I can double jump and now instead of that cool mid-air slash, I have a spinny mid-air slash, which is also cool, just in a different way. Have I already gone through half of these guys? I've got a message from Repliforce. Zero, I'll be at the memorial hall. Be there.
Don't go, Zero, don't fight him! Whew.
This is a matter of personal pride now. There's no avoiding this. I must go. Damn! Zero gets a cutscene. If you're X, you actually have to fight him.
Colonel! What? I'm disappointed in you, Colonel.
Zero, Jesus! I have pizza, would you settle down?
What you're doing? It's not too late. Stop the coup now.
Coop!
Never. If that's your decision, prepare yourself.
Fight swords. Grr. Be-
Brother, please! Don't you remember? Zero saved my life.
Oh. Very well then. I'll spare your life for now. But next time, there'll be no mercy.
Dick. That says kill the girl, continue the fight!
Don't fight with my brother. If you do, I'm afraid that one of you may end up.
Someone
I'm
must stop Repliforce.
going to kill your brother! Ah! So much angst! Of course, to like teenagers in the late 90s, man, like anime cutscenes in your Mega Man game, that was fucking God's gift right there. Who do I go to next? Doesn't really matter, I don't have a weakness for any of these guys yet. Dragoon is just plain hard, so I do him pretty late. Although he does give you one of the best moves. Right, his thing... Okay, Dragoon's thing is strong against Peacock, that's right. So, I'll do... Well, let's go to the train. What's a beast, you ask? I don't know. Oh yeah, Kuin's on. Just getting used to. Yeah, X5 is better about that. Mega Man, hello. This guy gets it. Bye. So obviously the Kuinzan is, you know, better for overall aerial coverage, even if it's less snappy looking than the default X-Wing. This is X4 actually. But X4 is one of my personal favorites. Blam. X5 borrowed a lot from X4. Which, as I remarked a little bit ago, like, I mean, that's kind of the MO for Mega Man games. We accepted that a long time ago. But, yeah, it's, like, pretty obvious that they just copied and pasted as many assets as they could. And one-quarter-assed whatever they had to add new. This fight is a lot more challenging for Zero than for X. At least as I'm remembering. Maybe not, actually. Basically, whenever I say anything on this stream, just assume that I'm wrong in some way. Yeah, they made X6 in like 3 months or some shit. Inafune didn't even know about it until it was done. Like, they had to make it behind his back, because 5 was supposed to be the last one. He wouldn't have signed off on X6. X-Series was supposed to be over. We still have Stompy Mechs. They're a little less spectacular than they were on the Super NES ones. Nope, you didn't. Well, you missed a cutscene a second ago, but not the one you're thinking of. That's much later in the game. With the Stompy robot, you can just break the train. It's great. Also, there's more great sound design. I love the sound of the blade hitting things. It just has such a satisfying, choppy sound. I was thinking there was a heart tag back here, but it must be later on instead. Yeah. I've gone wrong ways. Ah! Mighty number 9. Well, yeah, you got it. I appreciate you guys coming by. You should know that Extra Life, go figure, has been having major technical problems all day, and people have been unable to donate. Which is why I've received all of 1 donation so far. We have 40 of a projected $500. And we are 13 and a quarter hours into the stream. So here's hoping Extra Life gets their business straightened out at some point. If not, well, at least I still played some Mega Mans. I'm having fun revisiting these old classics anyway. Ah, pfft. You don't get to see, like, Zero's hands going nuts on the controls like you did in the old ones. I have played 20XX. I streamed a little bit of it recently, and I played a little bit of it offline. I enjoy it. I haven't gotten terribly far into it. I got to, like, a level 5 boss, and it just curb stomped me. But it's something I'll probably keep playing. I remembered you. I remember remarking that 20AXX was frankly a better, like, spiritual successor to Mega Man X than Mighty Number 9 was. Yeah, I suppose there's probably like a lot of metagame element that I have to figure out about 20XX before I'll start winning games. Like boss order and stuff like that. Because the bosses, as it turns out, do have weapon weaknesses. They're just maybe not as apparent as they are in the Mega Man series. You dared attack my unit? I'm gonna enjoy fighting you. Tell you what. I like that. Grah. I was gonna say, what's the trick to damaging this guy? Everybody has a little bit different saber behavior. Remember, like, it works a little better if you just hit this guy with the first 2. Unit. Were you there when I said, hey, look at how many followers? Oh, I have 70 followers now. Somebody ruined it. Thank you, 70th follower. Oh, is this you? Well, I really appreciate that. But for one day, I can be like, hey, look at how many followers I have. Giggity, giggity. Giggity. The. Look, I've been awake a long time. Give me a second. Give me some slack. That's all I'm saying. Shipuga! Zero's moves are all very fun to say. Shipuga is just a slash you can do while dashing. It's pretty good. Welcome to 71 followers. Thanks, Hat. Oh, dude, who's going to be Zero TV's 72nd follower? That's gonna be a landmark for sure. Alright, let's go fight, yep, Magma Dragoon. It's time. And I'm not unhappy about it because the music here is incredible. Also, weird trivia here. They forgot to change irregular hunters to Maverick hunters right there. In Japan, the Mavericks are called irregulars. so they forgot to change that, which is weird. Should probably jump. There we go. Love the music here. I love the music in this whole game, but this place especially just sells like the hellish volcano nature of the stage so well. The irregular hunters. You need our irregular hunters brand fiber supplement. Burp. Morty. Bart. The leitmotif that they use music-wise in this game is just so memorable. You know, the coming up game X5, it stank so hard that not even the music is that good. Like, there are a couple of memorable tracks in X5, but by and large there is very little that's really even worth mentioning. Speaking of odd crossovers, an ad for Death Stranding with Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty gets their hands in all kinds of stuff lately. I mean, they actually got McDonald's to bring back that freaking Szechuan sauce. They actually have a pretty huge cultural footprint at this point. Can I do this yet? I think I need... No, I need the other thing. Yeah, D&D, comics. The Rick and Morty was like the only thing that gave me pause in getting rid of my cable subscription. Because I'm gonna have to get creative if I'm gonna catch the new season, which I think is expected to come out this month. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little tidbit. So here's a unique thing in the series. You can actually reach Magma Dragoon in the Stompy Mech. Zero, it's really you. Why did you betray us? Answer me, Dragoon. I have no answer for you, my friend. Dragoon! And yep, he's just unapologetically casting Hadoukens. And I don't fault him for it. His don't instantly obliterate me, at least. Oh crap. I'm gonna say go for it. Ding 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 ding. I handled that better than I expected. I wanted to defeat you. Then he appeared. He? Who? He told me he'd give me power. Only if I worked for Repliforce. What? Couldn't refuse the offer. Sorry, Zero. Raccoon! He died. Blarg. Ryu and Gene! This is a great move. It is Sword Shoryuken, basically. Yeah, I think he lied about not having answers. What a dick. Now that we have Ryu and Gene, we can go back and get a couple heart tanks. Who likes backtracking? Da-da. Bert. Ooh. Yeah, you know, the hitbox of the icicle is pretty good. Right, I forgot. And there's Shipuga, which inexplicably makes his saber red. Right, I can actually deal with these guys now if I can land in front of it. No. That's what kills them. Lightning step. So X5 was a little bit more generous at giving Zero things that could, you know, like damage bosses reliably. But in a weird way, I mean, it also gave him like a weapon switch like X had, which was a little strange because he still had a bunch of moves that just activate the same way they do now. It's all... Then X6 is madness. Like you have some moves that activate with the regular button, and then, I don't know. Most things about X6 are crazy. X6 was hard, yeah. But Zero was very powerful in that game, too. I mentioned a few times that, like, honestly, for how much of a dumpster fire X6 was, I still think it was slightly better than X5. And usually my go-to for, like, the level of effort shown, even in the face of an obviously tiny budget, is that they resprited most of Zero's animations. And they are generally quite crisp and nice, actually. Like, they changed all of his saber moves for reasons in mostly a good way. So I give him credit for that. But still, I hesitate to call it an endorsement for X6 because I'm... like I said, I make no secret of this. That game is a mess. But it's mostly saying, you know, this is how much I dislike X5. Alright, I got that. We can go. At least I'm pretty sure we can go. That was the only thing in there, right? Blizzard Buffalo. What a dick. Well, actually, his bio said Blizzard Buffalo used to be a nice guy. We can go. Am I missing anything? I'm trying to think. No, I think that's it. I'm missing a heart tank from somewhere. Oh, there's 2 levels I haven't done yet, so no, we're up to date. Let's go fight Cyber Peacock in cyberspace! There's a secret mission in cyberspace! We must go. He wants to destroy the network system. Not the network system. He's penetrating our code walls. He's stealing our internets. We had to ping every IP simultaneously. That was a little sloppy, but he got the point across. I'm being tested. I have to go fastly. Whoop, damn it, Zero. We're good. Now, this next part I remember being pretty fun if you get it just right. It's the heart tank. Although I don't think I get anything for it because it was, it's an X capsule. One of the many ways that the story of this freaking universe lost its goddamn mind is that circa X5, they suddenly decided that the Dr. Light hologram was not a recording, but in fact a, like, living, still conscious entity. Capable of having conversations with X or Zero. So, apparently unbeknownst to us, Dr. Light has actually just been a digitized consciousness this entire time. Which we just decided, you know, 5 games into the series. Oh, that was actually an E-Tank. Good dealie. So for now, we can pretend the story still makes some inkling of sense. By the way, great screen flip effect there, which is to say no effect at all. Just flap. Go this way now. Like I said, I mean, this game isn't perfect. I'm just saying, I really like it. And make the thingy fall through the stuff, and then you go. That's it. Good time. I always saw that thing in the background and thought, Tetrasphere. Nobody even liked that game. Yeah, I hacked the hell out of the planet. Thing was apeshit. Owned it. Really impressed you made it this far. You can't beat me. Get ready. Good trash talk. Aw. Alright, so... yeah. Like, imagine if that's what Cyber Peacock does all day. He just found, like, Tetraspheres. Like, hey, this is pretty alright. I'm just gonna play that all day. But for reals, in cyberspace. No, darn, I'm on fire now. That's what you say. And somebody hits you with sword Shoryuken. Great dying sprite right there. It's like, whoa! It is the most efficient way to damage him, I think. In any case, it disrupts his attack patterns, therefore it's good. Again, Zero can't do that for all the bosses. Rakuhoha! Oh, right, this is the... I'm digging these, like, non-existent loading times, man. I'm used to having to read everything off the PlayStation 1 disc. No. Not Kamehame... Maybe Zibi... Zabazoop... Blap. Warp! That's how you do the Yoshi. He left a space with a space fortress. I love this music. Bye. Cut that out. What nugget? Oh yeah, you get the flying guy. Flying guy. Very Saturn-like backdrop, yeah. This game did come out on the Saturn, I believe. At least this and Mega Man 8 did. Not sure about the others, but probably, question mark. There we go, got the heart tank. Yeah, I kind of like, still, you know, a little nostalgic for... Again, this game is so very 90s, and that includes the kind of vague crustiness of those assets in the background and stuff like that, you know? Like this kind of Final Fantasy VII looking... like 32-ish bit style about it, you know? Let's get out of there. Faster without it anyway. Bye, fucker. Like, look at that background. It's both great and, like, so crusty. Ooh. We're good. Ooh. Now, up there is where X's arm upgrades live. I could get up there if I really wanted, probably, but there's no point in it. X has a really fun time with that. He has to use Web Spider's thing. He has to shoot it from, like, right here. and then jump off of that and get up there. But his reward is a choice between one of the best Mega Busters and a just not very good one. This guy sucks. Yeah, I guess in any of these PlayStation era games, Zero gets pretty powerful once you have all of his moves. Storm Eagle, I remember in particular, doesn't seem to have iframes triggered by Zero's third swing, so if you can time it and hit him with that, it works really well. Why did you judge us as Mavericks? Well, it all started when you started a massive coup and started militarily taking over the world and blowing up cities and shit. No, we're justified in doing this. Alright. Get ready! Yeah, so I'm like already out of usage for this thing. But if I can... Yep, like that. Is this going to be a two-who thing where it's all solved by everybody sitting down and having tea at the end? Not so much. Ugh. What flavor of Mountain Dew Game Fuel trademark is this? I think it's right. Of course it's a friggin' Modern Warfare tie-in. But it is Charged Orange Storm flavor. It's actually pretty good. My last thing isn't a move, it just turns my lightsaber, did I seriously just call it a lightsaber? It turns the Z-Saber purple and allows me to block bullets with it. I know what else I forgot. Repliforce is at the Space Harbor. I have to go. No, please wait, Zero, I don't want to see you two fight. Then close your eyes. Someone has to stop your brother. I'm leaving. To somewhere else, because I remember the thing.
Ready!
Yeah! Yeah! Hi, leaving on KB. Hi, KB, I'm Dad. I just got the achievement Way of the Saber, presumably for getting all of Zero's techniques. This guy. And I'll be hosed if right now I even remember exactly what it does. But I got it. Let's go to the spaceport. Great music.
Ready!
Ow. Woohoo. There we go. No big. Whoa. This is not a very safe spaceport at all. Who gets around in this place? Ah, that would have been awesome if it had worked. I guess that's a slightly better maneuver than I remembered. Again, X has to use his smutty web dealie to get through that. And I love the sounds the Colonel makes. I don't want to fight. Step back. I'm sorry. I can't let you through. Iris will be sad if she loses you. Don't be so presumptuous, Zero. Save it until after you've defeated me.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready.
Great battle theme. I hope he does that other move, because the ferocity in its voice really stands out. Kraken, oh, that's a rough dude. I don't think he's gonna live long enough to do the move I'm thinking of. Do the thing. Burp. Alright, screw you. Oh, he's immune to that. How about that? There it is. Impressive, Zero, but it's too late. What? Repliforce has let for the space. All of that space. They've gone way up there to all that space. Even if I perish, Repliforce lives. Colonel. Zero. Tell Iris that her brother died happily. Goodbye, Zero. Colonel! Great death stance, by the way. That's how you die right there. One knee, hand still on the sword. No thumbs up this time. This is a sad warp. Yeah, Colonel was a real shithead. So here's a little bit of backstory that didn't make it into this game, or maybe even into the Japanese, I'm not sure, but... at conception, Colonel and Iris were the same Reploid. They were trying to design like a perfect warrior who was both, you know, noble and strong and all that stuff, but also compassionate and, you know, sniffing flowers and all that kinds of things. But the two halves were so disparate they rejected each other and they had to be separate Reploids. So that's why they're brother and sister. They've left for this space. Scramble all the Maverick hunters. Iris, where the... Oh boy. She left with them? Ah, crap. Alright. Don't do this to me, Iris. Love this music. Take a shot every time I say that. You'll die. It's great. Oh shit! Actually, starting next game, you're not going to hear that much. Ooh. Oh, barf. Why doesn't he saunter or amble? How about mosey? To be able to hold a button to mosey. It does almost seem like a speedrun in this game with how much I dash and jump around, but like I said, it's just so satisfying to do in these games. I mean, everybody's sprites are larger than they were, you know, it's a little easier to get around. Iris! So you fought with my brother. I'm sorry. And it's over. Everything. Wait, Iris, listen to me! Goodbye, Zero. Iris! Zero rushed to location. Ah, that's what he meant. Yeah, Zero moseyed on down to location. Yeah. Zero made his way over there. I keep mixing up Zero and Zero.
Brother.
Still. Damn it, Iris. If there were anything likable about you, this would be very sad. It's sort of like an Obi-Wan and Anakin thing in that it seems like there's a lot more implied about the two than we actually get to see in the game. About Zero and Iris, that is. Barf. And that brings us to the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for.
Iris! Iris!
Blech.
Zero,
Hang in there, Iris.
please, stay away from Replifos. Let's
Little
live
late for that.
together
I'm already killing them in
in a
space.
world where only Reploids exist.
Fucking Maverick.
Iris, there's no world just for Reploid. It's only a fantasy.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to believe it. I wanted to live in a world where only Reploids exist with you.
Iris! 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 Iris!
Darn, I'm sad now.
Iris! Ah! No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
Yeah, Mega Man fans' finest moment right there. Everybody loves how great that is. You know, Zero's like present day voice actor, circa Maverick Hunter X, etc., actually tried to redub that and make it good. I don't think he really succeeded. Like, I don't think he can make that good, to be honest. There's only so much you can do with the source material, you know? Exactly. Yeah, like, there's no good way to read something that dumb. Oh, I mistimed it. Here we go. Kill chair. General, many died because of you, and also my sword. Those lives are on your conscience. Independence always has a high price. What about Iris? Did you forget her? I have no regrets. Come on, Zero.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
No choice. I like the General. He's large and shiny. Yeah, you might have noticed that pretty much everybody in the Repli Force is a dick. Yeah, if you didn't hear him in the cutscene earlier in the game, it's quite something. This fight is a lot easier for X. If we ever do get me on camera for this stream, and I'm starting to think I might just go ahead and credit you guys with that 100 in advance, you would swear somebody swapped his and my voices. Dirt. Bah! Oh, see, I was trying to be funny and I messed up. Okay, that's a good thing. Yeah, Zero really has to take his time with this fight. As a General's massive-ass shoulders. X can just float in the air and shoot him in the face. That's kind of the way of Zero, really. Easier common enemies, harder bosses. Steel yourself, Zero. Steel yourself is just a good phrase. Sounds very, you know, that's what I'm looking for. I guess I was thinking chivalrous, but that sort of has different connotations. Heal yourself. Because who can afford that shit? I'm also sort of glad I'm not on camera because I probably look ridiculous a lot of the time. That's kind of why I made it like a donation incentive rather than just do it off the bat. Girder your loins. General's fucked up. What is this? What happened? This weapon can't be working. General, what's wrong? Someone else is controlling it. Then Earth's in grave danger. Yeah, also, by the way, we're on board like a giant orbital cannon that can blow up the Earth. Again, not something any Mavericks would do. That's ridiculous. It must be stopped. I'll handle this. Fucking Repliforce. Yeah, soldiers never lay down the weapon. Dick. No, different one. Also, that wasn't actually an orbital weapon, it was just a space station. Doesn't really matter what order I take these in. Who likes bosses? Bomb rush time, well, that's a different thing entirely. You know what? Why don't I go ahead and say that even if Extra Life is broken and stupid, we can say that you guys would have contributed at least 100 by now. So at the end of X4, I'll turn the cam on. And we can see my stupid, stupid face. I mean, I trimmed up my beard for the occasion and everything, so... How does this work? Not at all. What? Oh, that's Web Spider's move. Yeah, alright. Splat. Explode. I like how his butt explodes. Like, behold! Stay tuned for more of the sophisticated ZTV humor you've come to expect. Cyberspace. Whee! Fire Swad. I suppose one could argue about whether it's really better that bosses started having like these theatrical reactions to their weaknesses, as compared to like the early Mega Man games where like they just did a lot more damage but the fight went on more or less as normal. I don't really feel very strongly one way or the other about it, to be honest, but it's just sort of an interesting change. Yeah, I mean, it was a thing by X1. Check the Extra Life page. Error 522, so they're getting worse. Outstanding. Got me with Shoryuken. He takes a little bit more damage from this, but it also makes you bang against his iframes forever, and it's awkward and weird. What do you mean he's immune to the Eye's weapon? A cloud flare issue. Well, that fucking figures, doesn't it? Fire Ryu. To be fair, he can also throw his fiery Hadoukens at 2 different heights, which I guess is kind of a Sagat thing. May have also noted that that fade out took a little bit longer to happen because it was like pulling up his post-death talkie scene and then going, wait, skip it this time. A little more Kuma, yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, he's got the beads. You're right, I didn't really make that connection. I'm closer. Yeah, air Hadoukens as well. Yeah, that's an Akuma hallmark. Yeah, man. Yeah, he takes like so much damage from that third slash, it doesn't trigger his iframes. All the bosses have little quirks like that. The Saber behaves differently on each one. That was a neat sound. Stompy Reploid, I like. So I could hit this guy with a fire thing, but that doesn't really improve this battle that much, actually. Marvel vs. Capcom Ryu can change forms and gain access to air Hadoukens. Marvel vs. Capcom is also where he starts doing crazy shit like friggin' full-blown Kamehameha style Ultra Hadoukens. Other stuff that's not even close to canon. Hoo-ha-hoo. If it's any consolation, this is the last game, the only game where we'll be hearing this particular set of voice acting. So... Oops. In X5 onwards, we will not have hoo-ha-hoo. And you can judge for yourself whether it's an improvement or not. I don't think it really does get worse. Of course, I think I'm in a rare minority who was never really bothered by it in the first place. What will we be fighting for? That is the question all Reploids must answer. Zero looked at the destruction he caused and wondered why he chose to wonder what he was fighting for. See, these bosses where you don't have a weakness, they're just not very fun. I'll admit that much. Oh yeah, you can do that counter thing. It's not really good for much, but it's neat. War both never and always changes, yeah. Remember we were remarking on that before, like, I think like Fallout 3 and some Call of Duty came out at like the same time. And one of them started with like, war never changes, and then the other's like, war has changed! Stupid extra life for Cloud Flare or whoever the hell's messing up. I mean, why today of all days? Game day. I'm not the only one doing this. Lots and lots of people are doing marathon streams right now. Like we assumed originally that was the reason, like, this server overload, but... Toad's gone rogue. Speed. For example. I never get tired of this. The best. Barg. Actually, let him hit me. Presumably because I'm falling asleep. I like how Zero's hair blows back when he does that. Splat. Good rhythm on that one. In fact, you really won't have to, as I'm thinking of it, kind of backtracking. Oh, this fucker. What is going on with this water, by the way? What have you been up to in here? Anyways, you won't even have to put up with any voice acting in X5. Because I guess they didn't want to hire the English ones on again. And they didn't want to leave the Japanese ones there either, so they just took it all out and just made everything text. That's how much of a fuck X5 gave. And X6, I don't know, I guess it's even less of a fuck give. That they did decide to just leave the Japanese voices in. So put on your otaku hats, cause X6 is maximum anime. But it'll be a minute before we get there. I'm gonna have to... I think I want to end this with the Vile mode finale either way as well, so I might have to cheat on that incentive too. I mean, special circumstances, Extra Life's freaking broken. For some reason I always like that you get that splash even as Zero beams out of the water. This one's special. Who likes cutscenes? Hehehe, good work, Zero. Ah. You're Sigma, so it was you. Yes, simply brilliant. Also, Sigma is just plain death now. I hope you like that. You even defeated Colonel and Iris. You made me do it. No, you wanted to destroy them. Allow me to remind you that I was once the leader of the Maverick Hunters. Flashback.
What's our current situation?
Commander!
Where's that red Maverick that wiped out Garma's unit?
Inside. He's inside that door.
You may leave now. I'll take care of this personally.
By yourself, Commander?
I don't want any more of my people being sacrificed.
I really like this cutscene. I don't care. And Sigma is one of the least offensive voices in this game. I want to point out, Zero wastes no words. He sees another living Reploid and just loses his shit. Instant murder mode. Sigma's into it. Just barehanded. Oh boy. Go fuck yourself. Fling. I mean, that's really good animation there, to be fair. It didn't translate all that well to the PS1, but... Nope! Ouchie. Remember how I mentioned previously in the stream that it seems like Sigma's fucking terrified of Zero? That's because Zero used to be this. What? See, this is what I'm talking about when the X4, I mean, didn't pull its punches. We're looking at Sigma with half his face torn right off his metal skull.
Incredible. Now I'm certain there's no one who's a match for the commander. What?
Whoa.
Take that, Red Maverick, to the repair center and call Dr. Kane. I wish to have that Maverick studied.
Commander, are you okay?
Silence!
I'm great, thanks. I'll just slap a band-aid on this. I'll be good, it's fine. Zero, you were a Maverick? Dude, that was your flashback. What's your point? You that surprised? Ah, Zero, you're most impressive. Sigma, I will defeat you! I will fight at you, evil boss. So, we over the last couple games have been learning about Zero's true nature. We now know who his creator was.
Prepare to become space dust!
We learned that Zero and Sigma used to be on the opposing sides. Yeah, the writing there, the ball was dropped. That voice clip is higher pitched than I remember it being. That too. Interesting. I think that's an emulation bug here. Oh well, it's fine. Should have chosen a less flammable form. That's fine. I've been waiting for you, Zero. It's time for us to settle this. Been talking all night about my muscle memory all night. Let's see if it serves me here. Yep, that's better. Whoops, I did that wrong. Okay, you're not supposed to fight this hard against this boss. I'm fucking this all the way up. This is bleeding embarrassing. Alright, let's try that again. I should be able to get through that flawlessly. How many lives do I have anyway? 2? I meant like the end of the game and I only have 2 lives? Yeah, at least we don't have wireframe Sigma this time. In fact, dude, Sigma's upcoming forms are fucked! I've been talking about how, you know, how much darker and grittier this game was. Man, freaking nightmare Sigma in this game. Like, even this background is a lot more ominous than you might expect. We're fighting, like, Grim Reaper Sigma in front of some robot satanic altar. Which begs the question of what all this is doing inside the Repliforce's final weapon. Details. Alright, let's do this again. There we go, that's what you do. Gotta make sure it hits the wall. I have to open the Doom portal. Don't! Make sure it hits the wall and not 0. So, not flawless, but... Arrgh, I'm defeat. The most intense Sigma fight. Ha ha ha, you're finished, Zero. Iris is waiting for you.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
Oh shit. This shit. So he's, of course, immune to most things. Trick, you can actually jump past his gun at him in his upper face. The sound design in general is not emulated perfectly here, but that's fine. Doesn't need to be. X usually defeats this form much earlier than the other one. At least in my experience. Also, isn't it interesting that Sigma is just kind of trading among several bodies at this point? Like, even these heads are probably him. Yeah. That's better. Like, you can kind of jump cancel that third swing. Him breathes cold. That wasn't so bad. What's so funny? This weapon is aimed at Earth. No one can stop it. Oh! Haha! Goodbye, Zero! It's like, so long, fuckers. Hope you like this sound. This is a good sound. Well, it was a nice Earth. That's a lie, it sucked. Oh hey, how's it going? General, Zero, I was wrong. Sigma, he blinded me to the truth. It's okay, rest. With my body, I can stop the weapon. But then you'll... It's over for this, soldier. Farewell. General! Okay, bye.
So,
That's a very good scream.
this is my fate. I couldn't save anyone after all. Iris!
Please stop, brother. Zero.
Bleh.
Iris, did we Reploids all turn out to be Mavericks after all?
That's dumb. The end. Happy end, except no, everyone died. In fairness, he too is dumb. I wish I could disagree with you. Hey, bamboo! Alright. By this point, I think they were starting to use the real names more. Incomprehensible Capcom credits are more of a Super NES era thing. I wonder if they did that to save space, actually. Great credits music. Ito 1. Unless it's Kita Oni. JR Ukabin. Hypermino. More rich. Wayne. That's not a name, that's ridiculous. Zevek. They did the animes. It's a little accent over the U in Yuko. Yuko! K production. What are all these words? Like, I had no idea what parts of those were supposed to be parts of other things. It was just... casserole of nonsense. Mel says, well, the bank says they received my donation. That's troubling. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but still. You want to see that agreement from both sides of that transaction. Donation counters are now on a delay, says KB Karma. So we'll see if that comes through. Maybe like during the BRB phase, perhaps. I think I'll take a half-hour break after this. Ready, you know, really steel myself for X5. Yeah, I'm not that confident that we'll see it then. If you don't mind my asking, how much did you donate? Just for purposes of, the incentives. Don't have to answer if you don't want. The battle has ended, but for some reason Zero's memories of the past continue to haunt his mind. As a hunter, it is his duty to go after those Mavericks, and at the same time he knows that it is his destiny to defeat his friend one day. Two different people do different fates. In the future, Zero's decision will lead two great hunters to tragedy. The future is coming. So that's Mega Man X4. I enjoyed revisiting that. That's like I've mentioned, that's an old-time favorite of mine for sure. I still remember when I was a teenager and I got to play it for the first time, man. I was... could hardly believe my eyes, the animations were so slick. Alright. I'm gonna take a BRB, like I said, we'll call it half an hour. I'll go ahead and set my timer. Take care of some things. Tell me that's not real. speed running this crap. I did go through this a bit quickly. You can hardly help it, again, having just played this game so damn many times. In X's version of the story, there is no Iris. Instead, this yellow guy Double, who we just saw, he shows up at Maverick Hunter HQ saying, "Hi, I'm the new hunter, nice to meet you." And then you go through the game. In the middle of the game, you actually fight Colonel as a battle, instead of getting a cutscene. And then when the Repliforce goes to space and X chases him, Double goes, "I'm the bad guy now," and he kills a bunch of people, and then X acts like he's been betrayed by his best friend, who is just this guy. And so that's like X's version of the story. It is lame. Val, that number is outrageous. You've more than doubled my total estimate. It is crazy to me that you donated that much to such a tiny charity stream. I don't know what else to say about it except thanks so much, that's all I can say. I haven't received any billing confirmation. Yeah, that is troubling. So, hopefully, you know, Extra Life will answer you about that. And, you know, we get some confirmation that it went through. If the bank is saying it went through, then I'm hoping that just means your money wasn't lost in the void. I'm sure that's not the case, but still. Incredible donation from Valkyriana, assuming it takes. Again, I just don't even know what to say about a donation that huge. I wasn't prepared for it. Just thank you. And also that I'm glad you're doing that well. You're definitely the only one I know who can drop that kind of change. So, Valkyriana just destroyed all of my, Twitch, my incentives. So, which I guess means I have to do Albuquerque. Shit, why did I say that? Let's look at the X4 art before I get into all that. Here we are. Yeah, try to keep me posted on, you know, if you get hard confirmation of that donation. It would be nice to see if it goes through. This is not cover art, but is promo art of some sort. I don't remember there being much on the... You see, X and Zero are sort of separate in this game, yet in the art, notice that Zero still has like a protective hand on X's shoulder. Just a weird little tidbit. I can't even get an ad going so he can send me bits. Brutal. That's some great art right there. The style, like, the Zero's helmet changed in the upcoming games, not for the better. Like, the art style went through a weird shift. A rookie Reploid recently assigned to... He sucks. Colonel's sister, when Zero saves her life, she finds herself falling for him. All she wants is to stop Zero and her brother from blowing each other up. Zero's a kind of touchy guy, says Val. Yeah, I guess. Supreme Commander of Repliforce. Sudden coup d'etat has forced X and the Maverick Hunters to take up arms against him. I mean, you can't, demonize the Maverick Hunters for, like I said, they did bad shit! Former Maverick Hunter and comrade of Zero, Spider transferred to the Repliforce to lead their commando division, earning multiple honors for his excellent service. A loose cannon infamous for causing trouble with the Repliforce, Walrus was well on his way to being declared a Maverick when General instead put him to use as a soldier. He believes that being a soldier means smashing everything in sight, so he has welcomed the coup with open arms. Yeah, he's General, yep, I guess. You're kind of right, there really isn't a V on the front of that. Same with Colonel. Split Mushroom. When his lab was shut down, Split Mushroom was decommissioned, but someone resurrected him to fortify the lab and aid Repliforce's coup. Again, kind of fishy. You know, maybe that would be why your protagonist demands to know who Split Mushroom is taking orders from. Because it doesn't seem to be the Repliforce per se. I think he was just woken up specifically by Sigma for whatever reason. Magma Dragoon, leader of the Maverick Hunter's 14th Special Unit and superlative martial artist who has perfected his own unique form of fistfighting. At the start of the coup, he suddenly turned Maverick and disappeared. Now he's been discovered hiding in a volcano. I was hoping for more backstory, but... Fiercely proud of his military career and advancement, Stingray sees Colonel and General as the ideal soldiers. Yeah, Magma Dragoon is secretly just a nerd who really likes Street Fighter. Like, he doesn't have to do the Hadoukens to throw fire, he just likes to. Peacock originally functioned as a program designed to stop hackers from infiltrating important computer systems. However, someone's rewritten this program to make him an arrogant and vicious villain who indiscriminately attacks anyone accessing the network. In cyberspace! Ooh, I'm glad I have a BRB coming up. There's something wicked this way comes. Cunning general belonging to Repliforce's leadership staff, like many Repliforce officers, has a strong sense of military pride. Severely indignant, Repliforce has been branded a Maverick organization. He became the soldier guy just because he likes to cut stuff. There's X. What a stand-up swell fella. Just great art style from X4. I just really like the style of these. Good looking armor. Right, so this is the ultimate armor, which you can get via cheat code. It basically just works... it's basically just the X4 armor, except it has like a really good Giga Crush attack thing. You like fly through the air and you crash through stuff, and it's like... It's neat. Here's Zero. You may have heard of him. I like the look of his helmet right there. Well, here's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, you can kind of see, like, the back right fin here, even though you really shouldn't be able to. Like, that's kind of what they started doing in X5 and X6. Like, they changed the shape of his helmet in subtle ways that I don't like as much. Here's Double. He sucks. Here's Iris. She sucks. He's dead now. He's like, objection! He's like, objection. Web Spider. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through these, because... that's what Double turns into when he turns out to be a bad guy. Oh, here's a bit of trivia that you'll love. This guy, I'm not kidding you, this is true, this is canon, is named Jello Man. I would not make something that dumb up. This guy is called Jello Man. And as you can see, he is in fact largely gelatinous in nature. That's Jello Man. Yeah, Double's name was secretly a hint to his secret identity all along. Sigma looking pretty badass here, you can't take that from him. Dude, nice. I didn't know these things were awesome hand gesture capable. X is just gonna slap your shit. Dude, I really like this. Like a professional portrait of General. I don't remember that. I think that one got by me. Walrus looks kind of dumb from straight on, doesn't he? Getting more into like concept art stuff. Zero looking great. Hold on, what's going on with his hand? He's like, you didn't say the magic word. He's large. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I need to scram. Take care of some business. I will consider this my BRB for a bit until X5. If Val really donated that preposterous amount of money, then I had to get ready to do Albuquerque as well. So I guess get ready for that. Do whatever you can to prepare. And actually, I'm done with this Legacy collection. I have to move to the next one. Thanks a lot for watching my stream. We actually have a lot more in donations than it looks like right now because Extra Life is exploding. But we actually apparently have more than $1,000 donated by mostly one ridiculously generous donor. So hopefully that'll go through the pipes at some point and we'll see that number blow up and we'll all go, yay! Until that time, what are you gonna do? I'll be back in about half an hour. As ever, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'll come back. I guess I'll make a complete asshole of myself with Albuquerque. Everybody will have a great, good long laugh at my expense. You know, that's what charities are for. Then we'll move on and start with the really bad Mega Man X games.